Hello and welcome to another episode of Office Hours with Sticks Intern featuring this week's special guest, TheBeave himself, wearing his Mythic Squad sweatshirt in the summer. Beeve, tell me how you're doing.
Yo, Degs Barker, can't wait to see the first showcase. I'll let you know then.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Wait.
You gotta read
Dags?
you gotta read the comments. It's been a thing
Oh,
since the comments started. Sorry.
okay, sub dudes. Okay, nice. The comments are good tonight.
My
They're
OCD
good.
was getting the best of me. I was like, where's the link? Why is there no link? Was he fucking with me? You know?
I can't blame you. No, I mean I did push it to the limit there. It was like 6:55. I sent Beeve the link. Why are you even worried, man? I'm
I
Vanna
don't I,
freaking
I'll
White up
never
in
be
here.
I'll never be worried again. Straight up. I won't. So
That's the way to do it.
yeah.
Money for nothing and worries for free. I think
I
that's the way
take
the song
notes. I
goes.
learn I learn along the way. You know what I mean?
And learning along the way is more fun when you're with friends. That's what I heard.
It's more funner with
More funner.
you know.
You're absolutely right.
Dude.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Worm, what up?
Worm.
iOS code, beautiful fucking beard, Dags, legend. Skiller, my guy. He makes all my memes and shit come true. Like
Speaking
all
of
the stuff.
Skiller memes, right? I think is single-handedly responsible for all of the recent activity in DFK, at least today on Twitter.
He's responsible for a lot of the Beeves content, like on the daily. So
Yeah.
shout out,
Shout out.
Skiller. I love you, man.
We did that just telepathically. We said shout out at the same time. That's how in sync Mythic
Yeah,
Squad
well,
is on appreciating Skiller.
exactly. And all three of our spirit animals are pretty similar, so it works out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, works out well. So, Beeb, do you have any idea what I brought you on to talk about tonight?
Um, no, I'm just here for cheap engagement, my guy. So I didn't do any
Perfect.
homework at all. So, but
Yeah.
I have stuff to say.
No,
So
that's perfect. That's perfect. I was
yeah,
hoping you'd just like blast me with a no. Like I just bring on this unprepared guest. Because that's how we do it. We're sticking out here,
hell
you
yeah. And
know?
that new background is lit. Skiller again.
Yeah, no, Skiller like 10 minutes ago sends me this picture. He's
But
like, hey, you should use this
we
background.
also stole that beef from somebody though, or that
The
bloater.
bloater. The bloater is from shit, I'm blanking on his name, but I recognize it whenever I see it. It's
Okay,
like one something.
well
I bet I can
we're
find it.
we're linear with our memory around here, but we will give credit where
At
credit's due.
at one gritty seed
There we
on
go.
Twitter
I love
is
that
who
dude.
made this.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So I did ask him if I could just like throw it on all the memes. I don't know if he knew how like hardcore Skiller and I would go with it, but
Oh, I steal
I'd
shit
shout
all
out
the time.
credit is where credit's due.
Yeah, until there's full ownership of all this digital art, I'm going to steal it.
Yeah, and I mean I think that's what it's there for. I mean it's a bloater, right? Isn't that a derivative work anyway of
Oh,
DeFi Kingdoms? Aren't we all just
we're spreading the good word that is bloat, so
That's right.
it's
Oh
okay.
yeah. One gritty seed actually. He's done some other bloater things, and I've officially dubbed him a priest in the cult of the bloater.
You know what? I do enjoy his content so much, and now that we've been talking about it for the better part of 30 seconds, I think I'm going to turn my notifications on for one gritty seed because
There we go.
I like that dude.
Dags raises an interesting question here, Beeve. What's
What?
everyone's spirit animal? I feel like mine should be fairly obvious. It's a bloater,
I feel like mine should be fairly obvious too. But
right? Well,
but for content's sake, let's say it wasn't a beaver, right?
all right.
Let's say it was Joe Pesci from Casino.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a bold one.
It's because PvP and PvE is on the horizon, and I don't want people to think it's all hugs and kisses, dude. I'm here to fucking win.
Okay, so you
Baby.
raise an interesting concept there. That's something that the community's been talking about. Is like our guild's too buddy buddy.
Right now, for sure, but if you got feelings and you wear them on your sleeve, you're gonna be hurt probably. But that's all right. I love all of you guys. The networking for this foundation for what's to come with this competitive PvP and PvE. And just straight up funny ass shenanigans on streams. I'm sure there's tons. I mean, the jewelers are out there doing their thing again too. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for it to just be litty and we're all having fun and doing big things. So
Well, here's my thing that I think a lot of people forget when they talk about the fact that like we should be competitive, we should share strategies. I mean, normally what that means is like the top guilds have relationships with each other where they scrim each other so they don't have to reveal their strategies to other
No,
people.
scrims will happen soon as metas
Oh,
evolve, right? Like soon as the metas evolve and soon as there's like patch notes and nerfs and buffs and all that kind of shit, right? We're going to
hmm.
be meeting up with our allies, right?
Well, yeah, yeah. Friendly
And
competitors.
and practicing. But listen, it's so much sweeter when you
Mm.
kick everybody's ass when everybody knows how to do it.
Hey, there
And
we go.
that's kind of why Mythic Squad's always like, I mean, shit, for a long time we had a bunch of heroes that we thought brought insanely more value than what the market was giving them. So we were like, yo, let's let people know how to do this. It's under the hood. I'm sure there's something to it, right? So we bet on their abilities and we went hard on social media about teaching people and in DMs. And so much better now that we have all these other avenues like About Life podcast, Sticks Intern, the only fucking intern in the biz that you need.
Aside
You
from
know,
Bogside Intern, good guy, good guy.
yeah, and Ogre abroad, what a stud, you know. Hearts up to you, Ogre. I hope all's well with the family. And
Likewise.
a ton of other people. I'm pretty sure Starbucks like my scheduler intern. And I'm sorry, I'm bound to just go off on tangents. So just like, did you bring a bell that you
No,
got?
yeah. Well, that's it. I brought a mute button, so if you ever get out of hand, I can just do that. So you can't even be heard anymore. Uh, but now you're good. You're
Hey,
good.
hey, what's up?
Hey.
What's up?
So,
Zabu.
so one thing that I did want to talk about was the Bazaar. Have you used it yet?
I have not. I've checked into it, but listen, this is like my approach to almost everything in games. I'm the loudest and I bitch the loudest and I'm like win, win, win. And I blast it all over social media and I tell you guys how important it is. But I absolutely love my little mythic lab rats that go out there and just get it done, right? But there's a lot to be aware of when you're going into dexes like this, okay? Like you need to do
That's
your
true.
homework. You need to do your homework. So eventually, I'm sure somebody's going to have like a how-to of what not to fucking do up in there, right? Are you mature content? Because I want to be
Oh, I'm fucking mature content. I mark every video as not safe for
my
kids.
my guy.
Yeah, I never understood why that was a surprise for like Mythic Squad. I feel like you guys are always trying to get that not the case, but just mark it appropriately, is my opinion. There's plenty of adults.
I agree.
Mm. I did ahead. I went ahead and did a Bazaar purchase
What'd you buy?
because I really wanted to take advantage of this, giveaway thing. So I just bought 10 greater swiftness crystals, the level up ones, right? Because I have my Galforn Pharaoh Braid, the dankest shapeshifter ninja to ever exist. So I just have giga leveling his agility, and so I want to get the double. I want to win the raffle, so I get
So,
10 more greater swiftness crystals, and then I have 20 levels covered for him with
well,
graders.
that's
Mm.
fucking smart. And it's probably smart to participate in this at some point. But I still say do your research so you're not just like a crash test dummy out there. You know, shit
And
happens.
certainly, on that point, there was a bug, right? There was a bug where things were
Yeah,
selling for like really small fractions of what they were supposed to.
yeah.
So glad you caught that one fast.
I'm pretty sure the team's making that right, though. Yeah.
No, they did. It was tiny. It was like it affected one transaction that they knew of, from what I read, and they asked like anyone else to come in and report if they'd
So,
experienced something similar.
so did you check the uh, markets prices versus what you paid? Did you save or did you overpay?
Me, no, but I did not see a different amount than what I expected taken out of my balance, but I didn't actually go check. But
No,
that was
not that. I'm saying as far as just buying it from the traditional, not taking.
oh. So I think 10 greater crystals. I got it for 45 jewel per crystal, basically. I don't remember what it was before, and that's one of the things is like
Well,
people are like,
some of those items are unattainable on the traditional.
right, or they're like super gouge.
Yeah, because
On like the X earn, is that what it is? I've looked there before. I haven't recently, but
yeah, I do
yeah.
so much shit OTC. Listen, but I am a big proponent of this bazaar. It's definitely necessary for ecosystem as vast as DFK's, and we're just getting started here, right? So, like, I love the idea behind the bazaar, and I think it was a necessity for what's to come. So
So that actually brings me to my first point of Bogside Smack that I have lined up for this evening. And their podcast
well,
this
time
past
out,
this
time
Tuesday.
out, time out. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I hijack a lot, but France,
hijack away.
France gave me some bullshit that he like tapped the unfollow button and then had to tap it again on Mythic Squad, right? And I gave him a pass on social media, but since we're live on stream, and we're talking about Bogside Smack, you know, I hope you enter in that fantasy football league that we're talking about here. And I know I'm jumping the gun, but he's a Giants fan. This should be real easy, intern. You know what I mean? Playing against him in fantasy football, don't you think?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, in all love, but not really, friends. I'm a little disappointed that you hit that button. Don't let it happen again, okay, brother? I love you.
Dang, Beef getting real personal with it. I was gonna go like 2 layers removed from that. But the Bogside guys, they were talking about how they, whenever they wanted those crystals, they would go just like into the channels, right, and ask who they knew who had it. And they're only thinking from the buy side, right? If I want the crystal, I know where to go to get it. But I don't think they were considering that there's probably a pretty decent like swath of people who had the crystals and didn't know where to sell them and didn't trust the decks because every time they tried to do it, they'd get like 3 pop-ups like, "Are you sure you want 80% price impact?" You know. And so I think there's a lot of the sellers are able to access liquidity for those items than were before without the bazaar. And I think that's something that was missing from the chat on Tuesday. That was
Yeah,
otherwise good, Bob said.
absolutely. And I think the bazaar brings to the forefront how important it is to like get your duels teams in order, participate. You don't have to be the best, but now you have a platform that you can use to make money. And usually on those kind of bazaars, things are our items are pretty evenly priced. Yeah, am I wrong?
What do you mean?
Like like
On
like same items are pretty similarly priced, right?
have you got to look at? Let's just go ahead and
Yeah,
show it
let
here,
me
man.
pull it up so
Yeah,
everybody can see.
yeah, because it's like an order book. It's like going onto your Fidelity account straight up.
Yeah,
And so, marketplace, bazaar, white screen, hard. Wow.
do you got your share options open? Oh no, the white
The
screen
D-
happens sometimes. Yeah,
yeah, the DFK just got me like that. It just did me.
I move too fast sometimes for everything.
It's doing me dirty, man. There we go. Okay. All right. So let me switch accounts actually, because I can actually have an example on my other account. I recently bought 100 Moksha runes because I was like, they're only going one direction in price until there's a
Yeah,
change.
for sure.
And so if you look here, right, I select Moksha runes and the common tokens. I could also search. So say I just wanted iron scale, boom. Say I wanted greater anything, boom, it's there. Just type it in. That's really convenient, I think. I like having that search function a lot. Wish I could search for pets by name. Just throwing that out there. I would like to search for pets
Always
by
room
name.
for improvement. That would be dope, right?
Mm,
Because
mm. Check this out, non-game tokens. I haven't looked at that actually at all. But back to this Moksha runes, it's like there's someone's listing 25 at 12 jewel, someone's listing 36 at 11. So if someone were to come in here and buy like 150, they would eat up these bottom orders. It looks
yeah, buy
like,
sell orders, right? Like
yeah.
it'll go after everything that's under the parameters that you set. Yeah.
And then this is right here. This is the last price, and it's between the bid and the ask, basically. So that's just where it is. The last price is the price. So say Dex Screener, right? Right now they pull their data from the contract that is the Uniswap style Dex, like the classic one, like with the liquidity pools. They could update their system to instead pull from this last price function and like add in some math around the spread to make sure that the last price isn't like a misleading variable, but still like they could
How,
pull the data just as easily from
how
this deck.
often do they pull the data?
Well, it's like refreshing constantly, so it's like
Yeah,
it's got to be an API or something,
that's what I
I
thought.
would think. But I think that's something that we're not going to see immediately. I think over time we will see things like maybe runes, and potions and other like actual in-game items that are less fungible tokeny, like
Like
crystal and jewel. I think will just stick. I don't think people will stop using the old decks for that,
like
and
a
like I don't think there's any reason to update the deck screening price to that.
how much would
So,
like 150 sets of the Eternal Pages?
oh, I haven't even looked at the pages. If people even, oh my god, where's 10? It stops at 9.
Hashtag stats unknown.
Someone's selling 16 at point 2 up here. This is great. 0.09 jewel. That's actually more than I expected. Like almost 10% of a jewel there.
Yeah, there you go.
I have like 100 pages. It's 10 jewel. Dang. Been selling Greater Crystal. Thank you, Worm.
Right
Thank
on.
you. I just bought some. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Good
Or
call,
does that
Skillet. Also,
contest
the
go
market
both ways?
price.
I'm sorry. What'd you
No,
say?
go ahead. What were you saying?
I said, does that contest go both ways? I didn't read into it a ton. Like if you sell shit, you
I'd
get.
go read it. I did. I don't remember why I did buy. I think it does. I think it's something you buy actually, and I think you might have to post something on socials, which I didn't realize. So I might have to go buy 10 more crystals or stones.
Skiller says you can compare it to the market price there too.
Right. So here, if you switch between limit order and market order, so
Mm-hmm.
if I wanted to, I have 100 boxes, right? So I could put in 50 or 60, so I typoed it, and I'd say I wanted to charge 100 jewel per boxer just to like be crazy, right? I could add that to the order book, and boom, it would be in there. If someone came and just bought up all the liquidity, they might tap that crazy, insane price that I have sitting out there. Alternatively, I could just come here, say I
So if
want a jewel now,
a
and I
whale
could just
comes,
sell
a well
for
comes
200.
and scoops a certain quantity up, regardless of what the sellers have. It's just going to
Right.
swallow yours for what you get. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, precisely.
Typical order book, right?
It's
But
good though.
yeah,
Have you seen anything like this? Do you play with a lot of DeFi? I guess is a good opening question.
not a ton, but I do. I have played with some, and DeFi Kingdoms is already light years above and beyond with their dexes and now their
Yeah,
Bazaar.
this one is nuts. I gotta say, I am really impressed with this. I haven't even really explored the non-jewel tokens, non-game tokens. I think this is a section that we will see expanded out once they finish like debugging everything, testing it out on DFK chain, and then testing out their first, cross-chain version of it on Clayton. And then I think after that, we're going to see bang, 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 like quick succession of chains launched after that second one, is my speculation.
Right. Hey, intern. I suppose you had a long day and you probably worked up a sweat, right? And then you've misplaced your Mythic Squad sweatshirt.
No, no, no. It's in my car right now
You
because I
wear
was
it.
wearing it. I
You
took it
wear.
off for my haircut.
You wear it while you drive.
Well, I wear it around town.
All right. All is forgiven, dude. I love that shit. Okay. All right. You get a pass. I thought you
Okay.
just were choosing not to wear it. My bad.
No, no, there's no choice here.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I assume I make an ass out of you and me.
I wore it during the holiday interview, I think.
You did, and you want to know something? I was at home in my room, just like doing stuff like that, just going, "That's my
Yeah.
guy. That's my guy."
Dude, that sweatshirt is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It's my page 10.
Soon for everybody else that wants one. But the intern does so much for everybody, including wear those glasses because I think they make him look like super dope Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, like Minority Report, right? And I told him that they were a go-go and they were beef approved, and he's worn them ever since. And it
Yeah,
means
well,
to me. I'm sure it was all me that made you wear them, right?
I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't approved. Let's put it that way.
That's my guy, dude. I look to you for advice like that too. I want you to know it's mutual.
Oh, I you're in for a rough time in life if you're looking to me for advice like that. But I appreciate it.
No, but I've heard your enthusiasm in real life, IRL, is like unmatched. So I respect that a ton. And I'm always a Sticks intern supporter, all right? And if you don't got yourselves an intern and you want an
Get yourself a
intern,
six and two.
just know that your intern won't be as good as our intern, but you can always strive to be like our intern. Okay?
Well, thank you, Beeve. It's
Yeah.
very kind of you.
Yeah.
Very kind of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm just like all flushed now. I'm all hot and bothered. I don't even
I'm
know.
sorry. I've been in
I
like
don't
a
even know what to
thankful
do.
mood over the last like couple of weeks, and I've reached out to a bunch of people because I've met a ton of awesome people in DFK and a lot smarter people in my circle now than I ever thought were. So, and it's just awesome. It's an awesome experience. That's why I'm always
Yeah,
trying to get people to participate, man.
I can safely say the same.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
All right. How long have we been?
So
20 minutes, 3 beers in 20 minutes, dude.
you
I
crushed 3 beers already?
I better chill, man. I don't know. We're gonna go for it though. You know, it's not every
I'll
day.
see my wife's side here. I could
Well, why
I
didn't you
could go
grab?
grab a beer and start catching up.
Well, you should at least have one or two. It would be rude not to.
Okay. Well, while I'm gone, why don't you start telling these fine listeners of ours and those of you watching later on YouTube, I see you, what is going on, what my speculation is about combat and mana usage, and why it's changing my opinion on active abilities. I've never told you this, just for the listeners. I've never told Beeve this. But while I'm gone, you go ahead and tell them my opinions. I'll be right back
Man, I
with a
don't
beer.
even know your opinions, but all right,
I know
go
that's the point.
go get the beer. So I'm pretty sure your guy almost almost stalks in a weird way workhorse. So I'm assuming magic defense on your squad is going to be just as important as magic offense. So building these hybrid characters, especially because there's going to be different metas, right? Building these hybrid characters that cover all aspects. That's why who said it? Caracat, I think. He likes to go after the same classes with multiple different stones, right, for different builds. And it's not wrong to do stuff like that. We're in the theory crafting phase of this still, right? Yeah, we have um, semi-released PvP, right? And then we have all of our wild speculation on PvE, right? So um, as far as mana consumption goes, I'm assuming the more mana you have, the more utility your squad's going to have. So
100% true.
yeah,
More importantly, the less mana you have, the more important your active abilities are going to be in your kit as
yeah,
your for your character.
full
And so I
circle
was
back to
looking earlier
this.
at Styx. Styx dropped a hero. We've been trading summons, right, with this pair, trying to get a resurrection.
I
And
love
he
shit
he
like that. I love shit like that though. Collaborating and building your wallets together to win is fucking dope.
it's been fun.
Yeah, I helped Josh hit that spellbow dread knight. You know that, right?
He did?
Yeah. I listen. The guy goes and buys the dread knight subclass, but
Oh, you helped him. I see. We're tracking.
the spellbow came from me, or came origin came from me, right? And then this will piss y'all off. His first try at a spellbow dread knight, he hits it. So that dude's wild, man. He's like pets, 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 pets. Create some
Quick
create
like
some
spellbow
like
dread knight double
first or
mutation.
second time cards in the game, real quick. He's
Yeah,
wild.
I'll take a break from my pet mashing to just casually drop a better card than you'll ever own.
You know, I've been 5 minutes behind Mosh my entire life, and I fully bask in his own personal success and glory too. Because we did come from one egg. I love that guy. I give him shit like in Discord and stuff, but and he's a little slow. It took him like 6 months of me going, dude, get into this game, dude, get into this game. And then I kept on saying, Harmony's gonna do a Solana. So
Oh,
glad he didn't
you
listen to
were
me.
right on all counts.
Yo, he spent all his Harmony on NFTs, so I'd say we're all right. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
can't blame him there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Bullish Brovia.
So I'm pulling us back from that tangent. Whoosh.
Hold
We're
on,
going back to active abilities.
I gotta say one thing real quick because you saw Bullish Brovia's latest stream, right? With
I actually don't know if I've seen the latest one. I saw his one with Bolon.
Well, that's his latest one. Well, his latest
I,
one was a summoning thing. But listen, the content coming out from him the last 48 hours, that's what I like to see. And it was some good content. And he asked Bolon some tough questions. And he showed my boys over at DFK Helper some love. So tune in to
yeah,
Polish Brovia too. The guy that
yeah,
asks the hard questions and brings up the hard topics and gets the guests that you all want to see at Bullish Brovia.
yeah.
Check it out.
We'll see if Bolot ever goes back on his show because that's going to be the true test. Can he get away with asking the questions and bring Bolot back?
Well, listen, I think because of his Canadian charm that he can bring Bolon back. Okay, so
I think he could too.
yeah,
I think he definitely could. I was mostly just making drama, to be completely honest.
yeah. Why don't
Yeah,
you? He said just bought one of Mosh's 3x3x3s. Bullish Brovia, why don't you just show some love and buy some of my mediocre, overly priced pets and heroes? I mean, that would help me out a ton.
you don't have the brand. The Beeve brand for
Yeah.
pets is just like it's almost as bad as the Sticks Intern brand.
Yeah, I shamelessly plug for my own personal entertainment and for my friends' benefit all the time, dude. So you've been warned. You already know this. That's why we hang out. So
Yeah, wait. I, I'm doing this for your guild. This whole podcast.
I know, and you know what?
This content happens at the pleasure of you.
it makes me so proud, dude. It literally does. Like not in a dad sense, but just like I saw something in you when you were being timid too, like about doing this. I was like, fuck that shit, dude. You're built for it. You're good to go. And I'm sure there was a ton of people that motivated you in that same aspect. And Sticks, the origin story of Sticks intern, Sticks, my OG, my guy, right? We used to chat about all sorts of DJ shit, sports betting, who's going to win tonight. I'd always give him bad information, but he kept coming back for more, right?
Well, secret, he loves that shit.
Yo, I know. And
I
I
see him
love
doing
Sticks.
IRL all the time.
Yo, I love Sticks too. He's fucking awesome, dude. Y'all need to follow at Sticks too because he's
It's
hilarious.
at Stick ETH to the man, the number two, the man. I told him, just do like six double underscore, dude. It's gonna be way better. And he's just like, no, I'm doing this. So that's actually fairly typical. I'm not
So
surprised.
it's fair to say that the intern's been riding Sticks fucking coattails since day one in this.
Well, it's
Even
hard for me not to. The guy's like half a foot taller than me, right? So like, I just every time we go in a room together, it's just like, yeah,
he's
who's with
handsome.
that fucking monster?
He's like Chris Pine handsome too. So he's got that going for him.
Whoa, take it easy. Take it easy.
Come on,
You haven't seen our other friends.
listen,
Besides Sticks.
I'm pretty sure I look like a beaver in real life too, you know. But Sticks is
No,
handsome.
Like, I wish I were kidding. I am friends with like the most attractive men on the planet.
Well, look at Starbuck. He's like the suave ass freaking samurai.
No, that's
right?
true. You got me there. Yeah.
And then you got, you know, some fucking Fight Club degenerates in Mosh and Beeve, straight out of Scandinavia, you know, with the auburn red beards. You guys should see it in sunlight, though, for real.
I've seen Moshes in the sunlight. It was a thing, a sight to behold.
Yo, real talk too. We're gonna bust into the ALP Forever podcast that they just had with Skiller and Be Easy, right? I don't mean
that?
This was recently. This is the last
No,
episode.
it's not right now. No, I thought. Sorry, misunderstood.
But anyways, one of my favorite dudes to absorb information from in this game, and this goes for Skiller too, but I've already shouted out Skiller. I'm on my third beer. I'm going to show some love. Fucking legit. Be Easy has a lot of fucking good methods to fucking win in this game, right? And you just need to follow him. Even though he made a mistake on stream last week, his heart was in the right place. He's sharing this valuable information with you. And add tiers, okay? Always add tiers. And there's some cheeky ways to building some stat monsters and some dual monsters if you think you've missed out. So just check out that video again. Do as he says, not as he does. And
right.
You'll be straight. Yeah.
That's 100% true. Be Easy is
a legend.
Am I going too far by saying he might be the Oppenheimer?
Oh, he's
of hero building.
He's that level of IQ. And just wait until we get into like theory builds. I mean, he's already done it in private chats and DMs and shit. But like, wait until there's like metas and we're into theory builds. You're gonna wish you followed this guy because he does share information and drop like fucking hot little snippets that you should take note of all the time, especially in Mythic Squad Discord. We're all working, man. We all do our in real life daytime jobs, but everybody checks in when they can, and they're all willing to help. So hit up the Mythic Squad Discord, hop into Mythic Mayhem. Even if you feel like you ain't got anything to pop, that's crazy because if you're looking at Stun on Me or the lab, you're seeing these dudes make monsters. You're like 1 or 2 weeks out. If you're new, you're like 1 or 2 weeks out from making the same kind of monsters. So join Mythic Squad. Links in the bio of their Twitter account. It's all over the place. Tons of Mythic Squad. Tons of purple rep everybody.
And on the topic of the Mythic Squad Discord, there's a channel in there. It's called the Sticks Intern channel.
Yeah.
I'm trying to vamp up that channel. It sucks right now. It's just me posting stuff.
I post a lot of memes in there to your memes and stuff.
I like that. I like that. No, but I'm going to encourage the watchers and the viewers. You know, if you're ever bored, if you ever got a question, you ever got a topic you want to hear on office hours, if you have someone you think I should interrogate, interview,
something's
drop all that info
you want
in
answers, there. Right? Something's bugging you and you want answers. This is your guy.
Oh. Yeah. And I'm actually thinking about doing actual office hours, like via text, in that channel once a week, you know, for an hour. Does anyone ask questions? Boom, I got it. I'll answer whatever questions you have.
Yeah.
So if there's interest for that, let me know because I have been thinking about it. That's a way to get, you know, some weekly activity in the Discord. Maybe take it to voice chat, take it to Mayhem.
Absolutely. And we can start it off by starting that boy band fucking meme contest, and we'll announce it next week. Or
I like it
next week. Okay, I'll put something dope up, something that has PvP or PvE at mind, right? Like a good character, maybe not even a building piece, maybe like a final piece for somebody that's just getting into the game. So get your mobile phone editing skills down and create a DFK boy band themed meme and enter it in the tweet. It'll be in Mythic Squad Discord general pinned. Okay?
Yes. Yeah. So how long is that going to be going on, that boy band giveaway? And what if I want to do a K-pop boy band? Is that acceptable if it's modern? Or does that have to be like 90s?
Listen, I love mixing it up. So we can do K-pop too. We can do K-pop too. I think that would be nice. So you can add K-pop into that. And let's just do it for 1 week. You know, see what the community has.
Wait, do you have that one handy, the one that you made? I kind of want to get it up here.
Just go to my Twitter.
And it's on your Twitter.
Third or fourth down.
Okay.
Justice Beaver's Twitter.
Yeah, I got you. I know who you are.
I'll pin it on Twitter too.
No, I'm already there. I'm already there. This is a freaking gem. So if you want inspiration of what TheBeave is looking for.
Skiller is really behind this too.
My bad. If you want more information on what Be Easy is looking for, look no further.
Yes, that works too. Yes. And it was hashtag Jewel, and it was bye, but BUY.
Oh, that's good. Hashtag Jewel, bye. Look at that. There it is.
And that's financial advice because TheBeave did it all for you, so you can just go with that and run with it.
You're suggesting that people buy bloaters here, right? That's why the bloater is the centerpiece.
Yes, and I think there should be like a beef plushie too, because I think tons of people would love punching that in the face.
Yeah, well, look at those teeth, man. Yeah. You can't not want to hit that face. It's smashable. You're smashable.
Every one of those beavers are man hunks, dude. Every one of them.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'm really excited about this. I might have to be the Buy Street Boys.
Buy Street Boys. Listen, as long as it's BUY.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you guys got the trademark on buy. Come on now.
I don't have the trademark, right? Even though I said it once, that doesn't trademark it.
No one has a trademark on something like that, but I won't get into details.
As much as like the digital content I steal from other people, mine is up for grabs too. So.
Oh yeah, same. So I had people asking me if it was all right to share my mid-journey photos, and I'm like, bro, I didn't make it.
This AI, this AI
Yeah, like yeah, go spread it like the virus.
for
It's
sure.
that easy. It's that easy. Mm.
What else you got? Have you had any daily rugs lately?
So I did have one yesterday, but I just get scholars and legionnaires every single time these days. So I've gotten like three or four common scholars, I think, in a row, or maybe I had like one that was a random off class. But my one last night had two advanced abilities. I've
Hey,
been
that's
like kind
not
of just
bad.
I've been holding these though
Yeah,
because I
that's
feel like the market has like kind of died out on it a little bit, especially for the newer classes.
those pieces will be valuable too because there'll be people that want to come that like the hunt of creating stuff themselves, and they'll be looking for pieces like that. And then there'll be people that just want to buy the dopest shit too. But those cards
Yeah,
will
so
value.
yeah, my
Just
strategy
level up the tier
level
bonuses.
them,
Yeah.
just level them.
Another shout out to DFK Helper, someone who let me just focus on building monsters instead of, clocking in and out. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
DFK helper, I think is the if all our prayers are answered, I think there's just some beautiful world where they integrate with Holiday and
Yeah.
it all just works.
Oh yeah. A man can dream, right? Like I think there's so much innovation to be had and to be figured out still in the space that there's uh, plenty of optimism for shit like that, right? So
Yeah,
so why not dream out loud and manifest some dope shit? Because I think that would be a better future. Come on now.
absolutely. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on
come on
now.
now. Come on now.
So, Beav, what were your thoughts on the team, removing their own allocation of Jewel and sending it, or not Jewel, of Crystal and Jade, you know, and sending it to the burn?
They
That announcement
removed
they made.
they removed their allocation of it.
A significant chunk. Well, all of the amount that is now being burned that was not before came from the dev allocation. Do
Okay.
you think they should have had a vote on that?
Um I don't know. That seems more like a business decision. I don't think we need to be in on all of those kinds of decisions. And what does it really do? Make it more scarce for all of us that hold bags of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And I mean, theoretically, it places a
and
limit on the number of heroes
what else
if the
does it
beam just
hint?
run out of crystals.
What else does it hint that they're getting ready to pay their employees differently, or what?
I don't know. The way they explained it excuse me, was that, they haven't really been selling Crystal Jade anyway, and so getting more of it doesn't really do much. They'd rather just burn it. But I kind of feel like maybe there's more to it, like you're saying. Maybe they have something in place. Maybe they have some source of funds coming. That would be cool. I
Yeah.
would just love it if all of those
I'm
worries
gonna
were like put to bed forever.
I'm gonna shout out their social media presence lately too, because
Hmm.
they've been killing it. And it's even though it's just a small gesture, just retweeting or liking something that someone who is passionate about your game and what you're building is passionate enough to share with the rest of the people is good for business. It's good for morale. It's good for business, and it's good for this project. So shout out to at DeFi Kingdoms and at Bolon and so many more because you guys have been killing it.
On that note, it seems like such a little thing, but it makes it. So if you go onto the Twitter machine, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, you will turn on DeFi Kingdom's notifications, and you just got a kind of steady stream of updates of what's going on in the game, just from various perspectives of all these different people and the new partnerships, everything. And I've really enjoyed the activity. It's made it feel worth it to have those noties on, and I encourage everyone in the community to throw on the notifications because the way the algorithms work, the more you engage, the more people see it. It doesn't matter if they follow.
And let's be real, a ton of these projects have like huge gaps in between content they release on their social media platforms, on their discords, on all sorts of stuff, right? So it's good to see like active week daily engagement from the dev team on all fronts, whether it's
Yeah.
partnerships and building for the future or it's community, right? And getting their input. So it's really unique in that aspect. And like I said, I haven't been a part of a ton of other projects, but I have been a part of a handful of them. And so far, in my experience, nothing compares. There might be people more, capable of answering that question on their own personal experience. But from what I've experienced, it's been top notch. And I love the engagement and I love the active engagement for real. So
Yeah. Me too. The comments, the reply guy activities are also pretty fun. You
it's good.
know?
It's good for
Yeah.
morale and branding. Let's be real. Like it doesn't take much to see that, right? Like the more people that share your stuff, the more eyeballs on it. So you know what I'm saying. I remember when I saw it, I was like getting like Zelda vibes and like just like top down fucking old school video game vibes, and that's what brought me into it. I was in crypto already, right? And then I was like, man, all this NFT shit. But see, I was big on utility tokens, right? So the fact
Hmm.
that there was promise of utility to these NFTs really drew me in, right? So yeah, I think they're in a league of their own and pioneers in the Web3 gaming space. And I think that user experience and in-game experience or enjoyment will freaking blossom quite a bit here. We're still early, guys. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a hardcore gamer and you've been paying attention, you know this shit's got some stuff going on for it. So just hold tight. We're almost there.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah, we're
You
almost
know
there.
what? You want to see my favorite tweet that the DeFi Kingdoms account has liked of
Yeah, let's
mine?
do it. Let's do it. I love it.
So here, someone is talking about zero of these projects are still relevant. Then they go on to list a bunch of things that they'd hyped up on Harmony One. Crypto Garrick, who I've been engaging with on Twitter, says
He's
DeFi Kingdoms is relevant, just not on Harmony. I respond, thank Christ. Last night, I wake up to a like from DeFi Kingdoms. I'm like, damn, they
I,
really
s-
are out here just expressing themselves. I
I s-
like it. I like it.
keep bringing that stuff, Garrick, because that's the kind of stuff that makes me turn notifications on. Seriously, I love it. And good job, intern.
That's all we got. Good job, Bolon, for liking that one from the account. I didn't think, not that he didn't have the stones, it's just that that would be against policy. Is more
Well,
so what I was thinking.
it's okay to shake things up a bit. It's good for
It's
PR.
true. It's true.
Can be good for PR. So
Well, what are your thoughts on all of the fantasy leagues coming up? I know you mentioned it earlier in the context of our buddy, the Frenzito Burrito.
okay, well, the fantasy football leagues, right? Like I'm big on football. I've always been big on football. The only thing that's ever caught my attention more than football is probably crypto and DeFi and NFTs and DeFi kingdoms. Um, but
Okay,
but I've always been competitive. I've always played with Mosh. I've always gone under the name Justice Beaver, even in my. That's actually where my name comes from. Is my fantasy football leagues, right?
that's
But
awesome. My
but no
my fantasy
joke,
football name is the Weaponized Wop.
no joke though. In every league that I've been in with Mosh and Starbuck, they're elite competition. So if you want to join this, Franz, Guy Kid, Matty Pesk, if you think you can handle it with all that lawyer shit you got to deal with during the day, and believe me, I've talked to one. My guy over here says it's a lot, right? So if you can't handle being competitive and like setting your lineups, just bow out now. But if you can handle it, like the Giants fans you are, I think somebody's a Jets fan too. Either way, I'm concerned for you guys. And the Bogside Smack talk will continue because
The,
I am almost certain that I'm going to have several side bets, and they're
oh,
all going to be for Mythic Squad members to kick all of your asses.
yeah, I'm gonna give you some alpha right now. Don't bet on me. I'm terrible at fantasy
Oh, I
football.
wasn't going to throw you into that category. I go on historical data most of the time, so
It's good.
I have none from you except for what you just told me, and I'm going to take that into consideration.
No, you can ask Six. He'll vouch for that. What I just said is true. Even though I've won my league, I actually fully believe that fantasy football comes down to setting your lineup and luck. As long as you set your lineup each week,
Well, listen, there's a lot of
Luck
RNG when
dictates a
it
lot.
comes. There's a lot of RNG when it comes to like trades lately, especially last few years, right? And or injuries that you can't predict, right? So
Right,
it's
exactly.
usually
Injuries you can't predict is the biggest
usually
RNG
like
factor.
any one of these degen friggin' categories, whether it's fantasy football or crypto or DeFi or whatever. It's like,
Sports betting,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
you
it's
know
good
what you're
shit.
getting into, right? But I
Yeah.
bet Sticks, the OG Sticks, is damn good at fantasy football.
He won our league 2 years ago, I think, our like college buddies league. And
Well,
then we have some people who actually care. It's not all people like me.
okay, well, if there's a bunch of like Sticks interns in there and Sticks is just kicking all your asses, he's in for a hurting. But
No, 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 it's not. It's
okay,
no.
I
I'm like
get
the
the
joke.
impression that Sticks can handle himself in fantasy football.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but Mosh goes by Uncle Rico, so watch out. You ever watch what's that movie with what's that fucking dude? Oh god, um, Pedro for president. What's that movie?
Oh, you're talking about freaking Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite. They have an Uncle Rico in there, and he's always talking about how awesome he is at football. And he's like, "Watch this!" And Napoleon and his friend are riding on a banana seat together, and Uncle Rico throws the ball and smacks the dude in the head, and they crash
Yes,
violently. Right?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I do remember.
Uncle Rico is Mosh, so beware. He holds no mercy over you. He will friggin'
Will he
squash
like? Will
you.
he send you bad trades and tell you that it's a good trade and explain
Oh
to you
yeah,
that it's a
that's
good
why
trade?
I get so many DMs in every league I'm in. Like, is your brother just fucking with me? I was like, this is my advice to you. Don't deal with Mosh at all. Don't do a single trade with him. Even if you think it benefits you, there's ulterior motives and he knows something that you don't. So just don't deal with Mosh.
That's fair. I believe it.
That's my
Do, do,
advice to you guys.
do you think the community would appreciate weekly power rankings of the various participants in DFK fantasy football
I
leagues?
think I would, for my own lack of organizational skills, would super appreciate that. So
Yeah, I don't know.
if
I don't know if
everybody
I have the
likes it,
time to make that happen because, as you said,
well,
I got shit going on all day.
yeah, lawyer shit, right? So maybe we
Lame
get
shit.
maybe I take a few less tokes off the glass piece and then I'll help you out. I might be able to help you out. I might be able to do
Yeah,
some
when are we gonna do that Twitter Spaces beef?
whenever you want. Boats and beef any day of the week, dude. I endorse that shit.
I do enjoy this. This has been fun, kind of just bouncing back and forth. I've looked at my agenda just a couple times because I wanted some smack talk against Fran specifically, and I haven't even had a chance to get it in. He told Guy Kid that putting an order on the limit book or the limit order book was not liquidity, and I almost freaking threw my phone across the room. That's like the freaking definition of
Listen,
liquidity.
we can't save them all. We can love
I
them all.
know.
And we don't have to agree with what everybody's doing, but it is our
Yeah,
job to exploit the fuck out of it and win. Okay.
that's true.
So
And so when we do
that's what I
scrims
stand
against
for.
ADFK and we
That's my
get,
stance on a lot of shit. I don't agree with a lot of shit, but I'm like, yo, how can I win from this shit? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's how I stay. But KP in the house, Christian Peter, love that dude a ton.
dude, I know KP being in the house, he just had a great stream with Bolon. I haven't watched it yet, but he did mention
Neither
it
have
to
I,
me
but
on
I'm going to check
the
it out
front end.
too.
Yeah. Well, do you want to wrap this up? Do you want to go do that? Do
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah, we can
I,
wrap this up.
I have nothing else that I wanted to talk about. I got in all my licks on Bogside. I talked. Oh, there's one other thing. Community, are we concerned with Halliday being the new premier go-to destination for wallet setup that we will not be able to transfer our S Jewel and C Jewel to the new wallet if we choose to set up a Halliday wallet? Has the team considered this? I
Oh,
gotta put a
that's an
thing in the
interesting
talk
point.
site.
That's an interesting point. Way to leave the cliffhanger until next week.
So what? Well, that said, I think as long as the team's thought about it and they have a response, they're good. Like it's fine.
Have you
If
asked them
there's,
up until now, or is this the first time?
I just thought of it today because I was trying to think of content for the show, and I thought of like scary content on accident. My brain does that. I was called this week. Someone called me the mid journey of worst case
You're not.
scenarios, and that is
You're
now
not.
my.
You're not paranoid if they're really after you, man.
I'm not paranoid. Period. I see the potential problems, and once I see it, I have such a strong visualization power, mind over matter, that it just becomes reality.
You just tunnel vision on it until it manifests.
Exactly.
Okay, I can respect
Yeah.
that too. All right, well, yeah,
Yeah.
we can wrap this up. But hey, um, I didn't see any showcases at the end of this Price is Right Sticks Intern episode, but
The bike.
the bike, that's a nice bike. I'll take the bike.
No, I'm not giving you the bike. I'm gonna make my wife take that thing and get the freaking air put back in it. It's hers. She was supposed to take care of it. Now it's gonna be my problem. I can yell this because she's not here and she's
Yeah,
never gonna
well,
listen to my show.
I watch a lot of tech shit on YouTube and stuff. There's tires that don't even need air, like the same kind of technology that's in the Mars rover. Like, step your game up, dude. We're Mythic Squad. Like, get the tires that don't need air.
Right. So KP, I'm not worried really. I'm not. I know it's going to be a huge benefit. I just anticipate that say someone in response to the new Bazaar power up went and locked 5,000 Joule for 3 years on a wallet so they could get a 0.5% off all trades just to have a brand new wallet come out in like a month that they can't use those power ups on, and they can't get the benefits of Holiday if they want their power ups. So I'm anticipating a situation there where people are going to bitch and moan, and I want the team to be ready for the bitching and the moaning,
Well,
pretty
yeah,
much.
they're always going to find something to bitch them about, but you raise an interesting point. So I'm curious to
But
see
yeah,
what's next on
for
this.
me, like I'll just keep using Helper, but if like I can't transfer it, but if they
But
have a way to do it, then
as
maybe there's a delegation option. Maybe they could just delegate. I
uh,
don't know if that ruins the
as a
economics. That's for someone
as a
smarter than me.
as a broader scope impact, though, just ease of access for noobs or people that want into space that have heard about it that have yet to take the leap because of the traditional means to get into the space like this, right? So I think that is going to be huge. And I think from your interview, was it last week on Stick
Yep.
Office Hours with Halliday? I think that they are building for the now along with building for the future. So they're like willing to change, willing to adapt. They know this space is liquid, right? So I think with companies like Holiday out there, Web3 gaming in the Web3 space is definitely in good hands. So
Man, couldn't have said it better than that, honestly.
I say a lot of cool stuff when I have a buzz, dude. So
Shit, yeah, man. Well, on that note, I'm gonna crack my second. I'm gonna get ready to go watch some KP
yeah, I'm gonna
and
watch some
Beef.
Web3 too. Hey,
Cheers. It's been good sticking out with you
and
tonight.
and I want you to know, as soon as you accepted my like mediocre hey, I'll come on the smoke or come on the show if nobody wants to smoke, right? Invite on Discord. I was so fucking excited. I'm not gonna
Hell
lie.
yeah.
So,
Ah,
appreciate the
me too.
invite. Appreciate your time.
No, this felt good. This felt natural. We should do it again sometime. And maybe next time we can tell them the alpha about that one thing